I remember how confusing the law of attraction and manifestation could be. There are all these processes with new ones coming out every day and every person claiming that this latest one is the best one out there. I remember being overwhelmed because I didn't know which of the many to try. And when I finally did pick one to try, I didn't even stick with it long enough for it to work because by the time I had done it, there was already a new process out there. So how do you sift through it all? How do you find the processes that you know are going to work for you? Well, today I am going to answer that question for you. I am going to give you a system that will either help you figure out exactly what your technique is so you know how to manifest your desires in a way that is going to work for you, or you'll walk away knowing which types of techniques to focus on and which ones to ignore so you don't waste your time trying things that really aren't going to resonate with you and you maximize your time trying things that are going to work for you. When it comes to manifestation techniques and us as individuals, think of it in terms of 5 categories. We have the more mentally focused manifestors, the more kinesthetic manifestors, the more visual manifestors, the more tactical manifestors, and the more energetic manifestors. Your type or your category is the way you best communicate with your subconscious. It's the best way your conscious brain is able to impress its desires onto your subconscious. So let's get into each of the 5 categories, and then after that we'll follow it up with some final tips. So the first category is the mental manifestors. These are people who manifest best when they work with their minds in some way. Mental manifestors tend to do really well with affirmation work where they are repeating mental thoughts, and they also tend to do really well with scripting work where they're using their minds to create their reality, and they do really well with any kind of mindset work. Then we have the kinesthetic manifestors. These manifestors do really well when they're able to live or act out their desires. Some great techniques for kinesthetic manifestors include using archetypes. This is when you find a character or a person or a deity and you embody a quality that you appreciate in them that you want to bring into your life. And kinesthetic manifestors also do really well with the technique of acting as if. Next, we have the visual manifestors. Visual manifestors do really well with techniques where they can see. Great techniques for visual manifestors include vision boards, visualization, creating symbols or sigils that embody an idea or an aspect of something that they want to manifest, or using colors, whether it's colors that they wear, or colors in their nail polish, or colors in their jewelry that also embody the desire that they're wanting to bring into their life. Next, we have the tactile manifestors. Tactile manifestors do really well whenever they use techniques that allow them to connect through motion and through touch. Some great techniques for tactile manifestors would include setting intentions via art that they create, or maybe drinking intention-infused teas. And finally, we have the energy manifestors. Energy manifestors are individuals who like to be very introspective, or they can be individuals who prefer less tangible information or who need less tangible information in order for them to manifest. If you are an energy manifestor, some great techniques for you include shadow work, meditation, and energy healing. So those are the 5 categories of manifestors. If you still aren't sure which category you fit into, then go ahead and try one technique from each of the different categories to figure out where you fall. Once you know your category, you'll know which techniques will actually work for you and which techniques really aren't going to help you that much. And when you know that information, you can weed out the time wasters and start focusing on the manifesting. If you're still confused about which manifestation technique is your technique or which category you fit into, then maybe pick up a tarot deck. Tarot is actually a really versatile tool that can be used in manifestation in 4 of the 5 different manifestation categories. So pick up a tarot deck and see how do you like to work with it to manifest your desires. If you find that you like to read the definition of a tarot card in the book and then set affirmations based off of that definition and what you want to bring into your life, then you may be a mental manifestor. If you like to think about your intention and then find the card in the tarot deck that matches that intention the best and serves as an archetype, and then you like to draw in those qualities into your life as that archetype, then you may be a kinesthetic manifestor. If you like to set your intentions and then again pick a card that best matches the intentions you're trying to bring into your life, but you like to look at the card and all the symbols and really focus on the symbolism, then you would likely be a visual manifestor. If you like to set your intention and then look through the cards again and pick the card that best matches the intention that you want to manifest into your life, and then you like to take that card and incorporate it into your artwork, let's say, then you may be a tactile manifester. And finally, if you like to pull cards from the deck and intuitively read them, or have someone else give you a tarot reading so that it can reveal deeper truths or reveal any kind of blocks that are along your path or any kind of shadows that you need to be aware of so that you can release them and you can work on them and you can highlight other aspects of what you do want to bring in, then you would be most likely an energy manifester. And finally, just like with the tarot, there are actually a few of these techniques that can be spread across any of the categories. Scripting is another example. Scripting can be visual, mental, kinesthetic, tactile. So don't feel limited to the techniques that I put into each of the category boxes. Just try to understand what category you fit into, and then use any of the techniques that you want to fit into your particular style of manifesting. Because when you figure out what your style is, it allows you to figure out what techniques best resonate with you, and also how to use those techniques in a way that is truly unique to your own personal creation process. Law of attraction is, after all about creating from your own unique perspective and soul.